Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's a beautiful sunny day, and to those of you who are joining me later on in the day, hope your day stays well and keeps well. And if you're joining me at a future date, hope life's been good to you in the interim period. Good morning, Izzy. Lovely to see you, and thanks to those of you who are just joining me live just now. Perfect day today. Beautiful, but breezy, nice in a nice way. Good morning, Jean. Lovely to see you. I wasn't sure it was expected to be this nice today, but certainly we'll take it. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Andrew. Lovely to see you both. So I'm just going to change the camera angle. Good morning, Anne. Lovely to see you. And there we go. Beautiful green and yellow path. Up there, blue skies, glorious colour. We'll get to more of that in a second. So we breathe in and it's nice and clear and fresh. And we breathe back out and it's nice and peaceful. Good morning, John. Lovely to see you. And you can see the sunshine ahead. It's shaded here just now because of the trees on my left. But beautiful sunlight on the path ahead. Lovely shadows of individual leaves down here. It really is. I love these. It's almost like, good morning, Vicky. Lovely to see you. It's almost like a Japanese silk print or something that you see. I love that art. The Japanese certainly seem to have grasped the whole philosophy of Zen and taken it to its peak, I think. Good morning, Mary. Lovely to see you. Listen to that bird. Can't help but think that's a celebratory sound. Enjoyment of life. Lovely little brightly lit leaves here. I'll see if I can get round to them just now. Just one or two that are more lit up by the sun than others. That one gleaming there, almost yellowy because of the light. So the classic mindfulness technique is to breathe in and feel the clear, fresh air, and breathe back out and feel the quiet sense of peace. And of course, when you do that in nature, outdoors, you get it so much more strongly because the air is truly fresh. It's not been warmed up by central heating or made a bit stale by being surrounded by walls. And you also feel the freshness of the air on your face. So if you're indoors and have to be indoors, you can open your windows and just feel the air in your windows. As I look at another lovely little set of leaves projected onto the ground there. And what mindfulness reminds us of is that it's these moments that are our lives. These beautiful colours and shades and light and shade. And all our bigger projections and our mental, they're in the head. Our dreams, our worries, our fears, our anxieties. But this is real. What we see, what we hear, are as real as we can grasp. Green and blue and white. Lovely colours to our eyes. Someone up ahead with their dog, enjoying the sunshine. And now we're back into this dazzling display of yellow. These buttercups, they just gleam in the sunlight. Look at this. I don't know how many are there, 60, 80, 100, and then you spread that, you just start adding hundreds, maybe 1,000 that I can see if you go stretching your eyes easily. Thousands of individual flowers, hundreds if not thousands of individual plants, all of which are life. They have this amazing thing that we call life. We don't really understand life, we don't really understand what it is. Scientifically we can define it and explain it, but how on earth do you really understand, a sperm and an egg becoming you, me? How do you understand that all of this greenery and yellow stuff were once just little seeds in dirt, including all the trees? And it's just, the mystery of it is actually one of the great joys we can have mentally. While we can scientifically explore, and that is also hugely fulfilling and massively beneficial to us, so too is an understanding that at bottom we can't really grasp this gift that we've got called being alive, this ability to notice with our senses, also to think, and also to be aware that we are able to think, self-aware. And look at these combination of blossom and flowers, all white. Now we're moving into a kind of white zone. And this is mostly sight, of course, but still sound the birds everywhere, all around me. Bird just flew by there, wasn't able to see what it was. Doesn't matter what it was, the joy of seeing it, seeing the wind blow the leaves and seeing beyond that the yellow bloom really bursting out in colour now. And these tall grasses, some of the grasses, this ones here that I just grasp here, they're almost shoulder height. Beauty of them. And I don't know, it's obviously an artificial divide between when is spring end and summer beginning, but this feels the most summery day I've had so far. The grasses are gorgeous and there are hundreds of different species and types. Think how lucky we are to be able to be aware of these things at all. And look at this again, carpets of yellow, carpets, as Izzy said, of buttercups. And if you like, you can then say curtains of broom and trees. And we take time out from our thinking, from our mental gymnastics of worry and fears and dreams and ambitions and goals and what we want to get from the shops. And we just say, just notice, just notice. Notice with your ears. Notice with your eyes. Sound of the leaves rustling in the breeze. And that this is real life. Our thoughts are a bit like a film, as in a movie. It requires a projector, or an old one, to actually display it on a screen. So it's not real, it's something from somewhere projected onto a screen, and our thoughts are a bit like that, our moods, our feelings, our responses, our emotions. Whereas this is immediate. This is that buttercup going onto my eyes directly, and me experiencing life in its richness in that moment. And all these thistles, I think they're thistles, not always sure about these things. That bird song. And in a day like today, doing this wee walk, in a short spell of time, you can notice that every moment is different. That bird song wasn't there 2 seconds ago. A glimpse and seeing those grasses there in the shade wasn't there in my mind 2 seconds ago. The fresh air that's hitting me is not the same fresh air that hit me 10 seconds ago. I now look down and see some lovely wee pink colours, and then the white and the yellow of the daisies. Just trying to get the shadow out of the way. And feel the warmth of the sun, and it's a different ray that's hitting me than the one that hit me 10 seconds ago. And these are different grass than those we talked about a minute or so ago. And therefore this life that we are given, this gift of being alive, is a constant shift. It's not even just that it's changing, it's constantly just different, appears differently depending on where our eyes alight, depending on where our ears pick up sound. And it's just majestic, isn't it? Just beautiful in there. This is just a wee patch. There's a bigger patch in the distance. But that probably goes as far as beyond North Lanarkshire, maybe not even beyond North Lanarkshire, but maybe to West Lothian, in a kind of northeasterly direction. And that's just a tiny, tiny wee part of Scotland, which is a tiny, tiny wee part of a world that we're in. But it's where we are, and this is the now part of mindfulness. There's here and there's now. That's all we ever have. So in this moment, which is now, what do we experience? What do we glean from that experience, and what do we give back to the experience, this gift of being alive? Listen to Russell. And I'm giving that due respect, due enjoyment and appreciation for those moments of that rustling of the leaves still going on. And now I'm into the shade of the wood, and it's just stunning, as was before, but this is a different stunning. I feel like I'm in someone else's territory now. This belongs to the trees, this belongs to the plants at the bottom of the trees, this belongs to the badgers and the foxes and the deer and the rabbits and all the insects that live here. And I'm part of it, and you're part of it. So make the most of these beautiful moments. Every single moment is a new gift, a new opportunity. And our mind gets in the way of it sometimes. So try and use your mind to make the most of it and to give something back to it, rather than let it drag you down or drag you in unhealthy, unpleasant directions. So I'll just walk this bit now in quietness. Hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a lovely walk for me. And I'll be back on this evening at 8:15. I actually have a talk on at 7 o'clock if you can join me live then. It's promoted on our Facebook page. It's about things that the Buddha taught that have helped me in my life and helped my thinking. So it's on from 7 till 8. If anybody can join me then, free. And then my session at 8:15. So take care now. Bye. You're welcome, Vicky. Okay, thank you all so much, everyone. Take care. Have a lovely day. And see you again. Bye now. My pleasure.